And as we face another day of record heat and a stretch of no rain, we look at concerns about groundwater in Nebraska. Levels dropped from 2021 to 2022, but Nebraska is faring better than its neighbors. KETV Newswatch 7 investigator Joey Safchik reports on plans to conserve Nebraska's underground resource.
5 generations back, Bill Armbrust's family planted their roots in Nebraska soil with no idea how much water welled below.
Finding out that they could pump 1,000 gallons from 60 feet. It's like striking oil.
But Armbrust knows his farming family can only continue to grow here if there's water to nourish the land.
Nebraska will be in a great place as long as we continue to be responsible.
Aaron Young, who studies groundwater levels for the University of Nebraska, commends state farmers for not shucking that responsibility.
The way we're managing our groundwater compared to many of the other states, particularly in the High Plains Aquifer, is very different. And that's a very good thing.
This land benefits here from the abundance of the Ogallala Aquifer, but just to the south and east, it's a different story. About 30% of the High Plains Aquifer is Nebraska territory, but the Nebraska portion holds some 70% of the water. That puts the Cornhusker State in a better spot than some of its neighbors.
We potentially could be in the same boat if we're not careful about how we use our water.
Which is why Bill Armbrust is careful.
Very, very little water is evaporated away.
He doesn't just wish for more water in his well, he takes matters into his own hands, making his center pivot more efficient so it streams instead of sprays.
We just use less water to get the same crop.
And that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
But as an historic drought persists, some communities find themselves drier than others, both from the sky and under the soil.
And so we have the capacity to pump the water, but if there's no water to pump, there's nothing we can do.
The city of Waverly draws its water from underground wells. The aquifer is inching back up from its low point earlier this summer, according to City Council member David Jesperson. But the city is under a water conservation emergency for the foreseeable future.
As simple as if that water goes away, it's gone.
And it takes prolonged, significant rainfall to really recharge an aquifer.
Conservation efforts are really helping, but without significant rainfall coming soon, we're going to have to keep with these conservation efforts.
Even without imminent concerns about his groundwater, Armbrust continues to irrigate efficiently.
That doesn't mean in Nebraska we don't need to be watchful. We are. It's an awesome thing to live in Nebraska.
And this farmer plans to keep it that way for wet and dry years to come. Joey Safchik, KETV Newswatch 7.